Okay guys, SlimKirby here for the last video of Chapter 20. I've stressed this enough in last video and past videos of situations like this, but I'll say it again. This video is all dialogue and storyline and cutscene. You don't need to watch this if you already know what happens, but if you don't know what happens, you can watch this. It's basically just going to be me trying to summarize what's happening, but in the worst way possible. So, yeah, if you're already familiar with the storyline and what happens, just feel free to hit the stop button and close your browser window. Or if you don't want to close your browser window, just go to a different YouTube channel and get caught up on other Let's Plays. So, yeah, we have routed General Shiharam and the Talrega Defense Force. Jill is obviously feeling down now that her father has unfortunately passed away. And she has a hard decision ahead of her. But thankfully, I think she is going to stay with us. I don't think there's going to be any conflicts. I think the only way she'll actually betray you or desert you is if you actually attack her father. By the way, if anyone has this game, and if they're around that point, I'd really like to see a video of the conversation that happens between Jill and her father when she betrays you, because I've never personally really wanted to try that out. And, like, I just want to know what they say when they actually do talk, and, like, how she actually gets convinced to leave Ike's army. I think that'd be a fun conversation to watch, if anyone wants to do that. You don't have to, though. But you'll get some pirate points from me if you do that for me. So, getting back to the Daein Keep, Petrine is actually going to give a little news to Ina that she is actually going to be commanding the next battle. The next battle is going to take place in Daein's capital building, or the castle, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. Daein Keep. It takes place in Daein Keep, and that's a pretty big battle, considering. We're actually fighting in Daein's capital city. If this were like a civilization game or a strategy game, capturing the capital would result in, well, the complete destruction of the enemy, but this isn't the case for this game. But right now, we have a visitor here for Ina, and we're going to learn a few things in this little conversation between her and her visitor. And wow, this is the first time we've seen the Black Knight in a while. Although I think we saw him in like a few chapters ago. Anyways, Ina is meeting with Unknown. And wait, Laurent's medallion? Miss Medallion? Oh no, someone brought the medallion straight into enemy hands. But I wonder who it could be. Well, Soren seems to have a pretty good idea of who took the medallion, or not really who took the medallion, but who has been a traitor to the army. But was his prediction correct? Let's see what happens. Who could it be? I wonder what they're talking about, but we'll find out later on. Nazar? Oh no. We should have seen this coming. Well, I guess Soren saw it coming, but whatever. So yes, Nazar is a traitor to our army. Only Soren seems to know that for truth, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually that Nazar has been working behind our backs. But I wonder why. I mean, Nazar seemed kind of concerned about this Ina girl and what she's getting involved in. Almost like he didn't really want to give the medallion over, but he did for some reason. Oh well, this is more storyline stuff we'll find out later on in the game. Right now we need to be concerned with Ike's army for the most part. Because we're getting ready to fight in the Daein Keep. Chapter 21, Without a King. This chapter is actually pretty long. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this chapter does take me 6 videos. It might even take me 7 videos. I doubt it will, but I'll do my best to make it only 6. And if possible, maybe even just 5. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, we're getting ready to fight in the Daein Keep. We already know that Ina is going to be the enemy commander, but she's going to have a few other generals in the castle just in case, including this general Kasatai, and there's also going to be another general that'll be in the castle with him, but that we'll find out who that is later on in the next video, probably. And these two are just going to talk for a while. They actually do talk for a very long time. This is what I mentioned in an earlier video about them talking for like 2 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes. This is a very long conversation. And this is really just talking about how why King Ashnard just like plowed through Crimea and then is now attacking Gallia. Basically, what I think is actually happening is well, they explain it in this conversation right here. But what Ashnard wants is he wants an entire country at war, or an entire territory at war. So he felt that if he immediately moved right towards the Laguz armies and the Laguz alliance, is that he would actually get help from Benyan, because they believe that the Benyan Empire has a strong hatred to the Laguz armies, and they would actually come to their aid if there was a giant mass attack of the Laguz. So that's basically why Ashnard's motives have been like this. But if you just read this conversation that's going on right now, you'll get a better insight of what I'm trying to say. As I've said numerous times, I'm not very good at summarizing this storyline. But pretty much we learned that King Ashnard has pretty much forgotten about his people of Daein, because he's already residing in Crimea now. So the king is not actually in here. He's actually located in Crimea right now. So yeah, we have to worry about them. And later on. Right now we just have to worry about fighting this Ina person, who doesn't look very threatening, but who knows what will happen. Actually, I already know what will happen, but that's not for any of you guys to know yet. So, this is, I think, the last dialogue session before the base. And really, they're just going to talk about a few things, about how they're getting ready to fight the king, even though they don't know they're fighting the king yet. And Soren's going to bring forth a few harsh truths, and this is going to upset Alencia a little bit, but then Ike is going to jump in and say, Soren, that's enough. She's doing the best she can. Alencia has so many supporters, so she's just trying to do her best to win her kingdom back. But Soren keeps enforcing the point that, well, you lost your kingdom was pretty much defeated, and that is the greatest sin of all. And that's basically how this conversation goes. So yeah, next chapter. The next chapter will be up on, I want to say, Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's going to be up on Tuesday. I like Tuesday. Tuesday is my roommate's official last day here. He's going to stay until Wednesday, but he's pretty much done with everything on Tuesday. Can't wait for him to move out. I am tired of living with him. So yeah, that's the last conversation. The results from last battle, Kieran was the MVP, 400 bonus EXP, and we got Khalil as our new ally. That's really all we learned from that. So I'm going to go ahead and just say my goodbyes. This is SlimKirby. This has been Chapter 20 of Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Join us Tuesday for Chapter 21. Later, guys.